Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hood Talk. We are here tonight trying to get it started. I'm trying to help it out. We are in the hood, so we want to know if you're ready.
Yeah. This is Mr. Know It All. I'm here with Hood Talk, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella. Let's get it started, Miss Bella. Go ahead.
Ah, oh my goodness, that was so funny. Hello, Mr. Know-it-all. Hope things are well with you.
Yeah.
So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know It All on Facebook. If you wanted to send him some love, there is the information that is beginning to scroll there at the bottom.
Oh, oh,
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
don't.
But this topic tonight, does toxic people affect children's behavior?
Mm, that
So do you
part.
think what you call it toxicity, the toxic things around children, do you think that it affects the child's behavior?
Mm,
What you think about that, Mr. Know-it-all?
of course, of course, of course.
Okay.
The reason I say of course because you ever been doing something and you say something or you say something crazy, whatever, and the child next to you and the child do the same thing you say.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. A child watch you do something, a child emulates a lot of times. That's why you got all these children twerking, dancing, cussing. You look on the internet and you realize how many million people, it is around here. Then you realize how many people just not raising their children right.
That part. At least you know that much.
You be like, wow. You kids be around here cussing everybody out.
Just like that.
Yep.
Look, I heard that researchers say kids under the age of 12 perceive visual information differently than adults. So a lot of times they see what you're doing. It may be toxic and it's not open verbally, but they watching you.
Yeah.
You got to remember you're always being watched.
The only thing kids know about now is a belt. Uh, what's up, Chelsea? Up in the his house.
Chelsea, I hope you enjoyed your birthday last week. You gave
Oh
your birthday
man,
shout out while you were somewhere having a good time.
she finally slowed down so she can get her some rest. Her birthday got close. We didn't even see her on the show for 3, 4 weeks. She just been balling
That's what ballers do.
all across seas and stuff.
That's what ballers do.
Yep.
So back to the subject. Children learn and emanate behaviors by watching those around them. And that's what we were just saying. They see what you're doing, they want to do it. Good or bad. Like you have some of these people that's doing TikToks with their children.
Mm-hmm.
Some are cool and funny, then some can be a little too enticing, for a young child. Chelsea said, I'm back and rejuvenated.
I heard that.
Stay hydrated.
At least somebody got a chance to ball out. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness. You got to take you a break and ball out.
Oh, it's
At
Carla.
least
It's
24 hours.
it's Carla's birthday.
Oh, okay. When your birthday comes, do your thing.
Yeah, I will try.
Well, right now, it's not your season. It's Chelsea's.
I guess. Okay. Let's get it crunk. Oh, ball girl.
So back to that, we were just talking, that children learn they emanate behaviors by watching people around them. I
Mhm.
saw just like yesterday, I was in an environment where children saw some people doing this and that, they did the same. And the parent wasn't even paying attention to what the child was doing and didn't realize they were copying what they saw them do. Didn't
Mhm.
know what they were getting involved in. So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
That's kind of like not paying attention to.
Well, I guess it's the same thing when you at home and have people all into the Facebook and everything, kids running around doing all kind of any old thing. You know, these days, if you ain't watching a child can do way much more than you think they can.
Yeah, easily. They know how to be conniving at young ages.
Right. Because they learned it from the best. They mother.
So that's what you're going to take from that, that only came from a mother. So they didn't learn nothing from their father.
Well,
I guess that's how it is. Children don't learn from their dads, I guess.
I'm saying 80% of them in the household with their mama every day. So I just figured the mama have a more heavy influence over their life.
No, like for instance,
You don't think the person you live with the longest have more of an influence on you?
I know they have an influence, but
I
a
said more.
person more influence, right? But just say, for instance, if a man is around, that man have more control and directing the kid, even if the child live with the parent, if live with the mother.
Oh,
When
you
the
talking
man
about?
come in, they they straighten up.
You know why? Because even kids know mamas all talk. We gonna do this. We gonna do this. All y'all do is fuss. Why? See, they know a daddy he gonna swipe right and tell them to get right.
Mm.
see, mama going, come here, stop, stop. Ooh, hey, come here, sit down. See, daddy gonna say, sit down. Then he gonna be running around there, and next thing he gonna know, he gonna get hit with a shoe crop. Wow! Oh, didn't I tell you sit your see? That's why. That's why they straighten up when men come around because they know they daddy usually daddies are disciplinarians,
Disciplinaries.
anyway. So
Hmm.
ladies are more caring, more the child being bad fall, they just pick them up. Oh, he a little slow, he a little this, he a little that. See, dad ain't gonna play that. We ain't gonna make excuses. You need to stop that right now because you know what you're doing. Because you swung at me, and when I swung at you, you ducked. So when you duck, you let me know you know what you're doing. If you had stood there and took the lick, then I'd have said, "You don't know nothing. You don't know what you're doing."
Maybe it was too fast. He or she couldn't run from it.
Uh-oh, come on.
Chelsea said children imitate everything adults around them do. Last week I was listening to a song and the artist cursed. AJ said, "Don't say that." I felt too guilty because he knew you should have been saying it. And how old is AJ? 2?
Mm,
See, that's the age. 2 or 3. He paying attention. He know mommy wasn't supposed to be saying that.
mm.
Shout out to Miss Kimberly Belay. What's her name?
Kimmy Blige,
With Voluptuosity t-shirts and apparel.
red
Kim got those St.
carpet.
Patty's Day shirts ready for the parade on next week. She wants you to check her out. Click on her link. The Ruben said our families are broken.
Yeah, I agree.
So they're broken. Do you think there's a way that we can change that even in our older days? The children are older. Are there ways that we probably can revert the children when you feel that they are broken? Is that something that's impossible?
Um, only. only way to, unbreak some of them traits is to put a child in a totally different surroundings. Long as it's just like being in the jungle. Long as you're in the jungle, you got to think like a jungle animal. Long as you're in the wild, you got to think a certain kind of way. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like predators and prey think two different ways. You feel what I'm saying? Prey, if they're in the wrong surroundings, they always jumping, always thinking about running. Predators, they always trying to sneak around and trying to find something to get. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way it is out here. You know what I'm saying? Like kids, if they in a certain situation, they can't help but to be same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 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 it's just like trying to be a lion and then trying to be a vegetarian or trying to say I only eat fish something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you gonna be getting in the water to catch fish. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always a certain type of thing that you got to look at, and you are what you are. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the reason you got certain animals, just hunt certain things because every predator have their limits. You got snakes; they only hunt something they figure they can swallow. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and it'd be like that. But seeing we animals, we get around the wrong kind of animals, we start acting up, start acting like them. That's
It
when
rubs off, right?
that's when
That's
they
kind of like what they say: birds of a feather flock together. There's
yeah,
similarities.
exactly
It's something that connects you with that person.
right. They're gonna rub off on you some kind of way.
So you're gonna start acting like the people you're around. Okay. Just I think it's based in a man's it's the bass in the man's voice that gets their attention. You think so? So
Nah,
Mike Tyson didn't get his children, huh?
nah. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you about that. But yeah, think about it. You ain't never heard of Mike Tyson about Mike Tyson abusing none of his kids, right?
Mm-mm.
Because they know not to be fucking with him like that. And that's the same thing with certain moms. Certain moms demand a certain kind of respect. Certain moms don't. See, you got mothers that'll say, "Didn't I tell you?" They ain't gonna say it no over and over. And I remember when we came up, first thing your mama used to say, "I'm not gonna tell you again." First thing they used to say, "I ain't gonna tell you again. I ain't finna tell you again." Now I watch people tell children for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times over and over and over the same old thing. Nah, I'll play them. I didn't play that when I was raising my child either. I didn't tell my child the same thing over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying?
But I haven't seen so many black children that have tantrums. You don't usually hear that. You don't see black children having tantrums in public like that. But now it be so many. I'd be shocked.
No,
You didn't used to see it like that. I'm saying
I,
like in
I
public.
can't. I can't say that because kids had tantrums back then. I mean, you just had mamas that just didn't play.
I mean, I
I
didn't
start,
see it.
look. I started off having tantrums, but after a couple of ass whoopings, I stopped having tantrums.
What
You
kind
know
of
what I'm
tantrum? Like falling out and stuff like that from
saying? Yeah, yeah.
mm.
So I feel like a lot of kids have certain things. What happened is if they're around certain people, they get it out of them. It's the same thing by being weak. When I look, somebody told me about, oh, well, everybody ain't as strong. Was talking about a child. Was talking about a child. Oh, he's not as strong and this and that. And I said, we got to think about it like this. Everybody was weak before they were strong. Everybody. It's not one person was born strong. You was born a little fragile baby, and you
Mm,
became who you are. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
And people don't realize that. No, you are in control of what you gonna become. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By your mentality, the what you put in to be who you are. Like a lot of dudes don't like feeling weak, so they go to the gym. They build themselves up because they don't want to be intimidated by somebody else or anything like that. First thing a lot of dudes do, as soon as they go to prison, what's the first thing they say they do? Work out. First thing they're gonna do, work out, doing push-ups, everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like if you go to jail and you waste your time and you don't even do a push up in there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what was you? You know what I'm saying? What you really trying to do? Because self improvement is the if you ain't got nothing else to do, of course you can do the least you can do is try to improve yourself.
Mm,
Like people go to jail and they start reading books and stuff like that. If you ain't read no book, if you ain't do no push-ups, if you just sat in there and did your time and ate, you a wasted person. When you come back out, you're gonna be waste material out here.
mm,
And people live their life like that out here already. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Just a waste.
Kimberly said, "Good evening. How's everybody's doing? T-shirts, pillowcases. Last day to order St. Patty T-shirts for adults, children, and dogs. Yes, dogs. Will end Thursday at midnight. You
Okay.
want a dog tee, Mister Know It All?" Loretta said, "We must think and live the old way."
Nah, it ain't but one way, big dog. I mean, what it is I was, I've been listening to a lot of people, and I'm gonna tell you, man, it just getting to the point that you remember that old saying, you let the prisoners run the prison, and that's what's happening. We let the kids run the run the run the world. It used to be the grown ups ran the world, and then they prepared it for the kids to take over.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's coming up where the kids running the world before, and that's why I say about people being good role models. If you sitting up here and I'm telling you, a kid looking at you, and you got to think about it, a kid they sitting up there telling you can be anything. You can be anything you want. You can do this and you can do that. And they sitting up here looking at their parents saying, I sure don't want to be y'all motherfuckers. And I'm just saying, it's some kids looking at their parents saying, I don't want to be at whatever you're doing. That's why kids move out of the state or move away and can't wait to get away from their family and stuff like that because they said, man, living like this here, I'm not gonna live like this here. If I got to go leave to live better, I will do that. And I agree. If your parents or somebody ain't got no drive, you got to go. You just got to leave.
Mm-hmm. Um. Oh yeah. Shouts out to Miss Wendy Friday with Shundazzle earring and apparel. Thank you, Miss Friday, for her supply. Miss Wendy, look her up on Instagram and Facebook. Know it all. We ain't animals. We are human beings. Here we go with this. Let Ruben getting this started. Ha ha ha.
Where your proof? Send me a link.
Oh Lord.
Send me the definition that say we not animals. Then let's go there. What is a human being then? Send me that definition. Matter of fact, Chelsea, look it up for us. Cause see, Chelsea is an independent person. She we do not pay Miss Chelsea right now. And and um and and she is a good middle person that ain't gonna take sides, that only wants to get down to the truth. So Chelsea, are we animals, Chelsea? Look it up for us. Because Chelsea get on that thing, get the okay, okay.
Chelsea said you can compare prey and predator to dominant and submissive.
Too dominant and submissive.
Mm,
Even though that's something a little, it's something a little different because the predator. I mean
mm-hmm.
how long? Oh, prey and predator. Oh, I guess yeah.
Well,
Because
that's true because one is dominant and one just submit to anything. Because you be preyed upon all the time. If you just pray, that's
if
what it
you
is,
pray,
just what it is.
when you pray, you get eight. Okay.
You swallow. It's over with.
Yeah.
LaRuben said, question. What animals has a car or a water bill or taxes? You,
Our dumb asses.
you.
Because guess what? I know some animals over there in Africa and even in the mountains over here in America that don't have no car, no water bill, or no taxes.
Mm.
Man, you better look it up, player. They that you can go and stay that's tax free, bill free. Is one in California. You know,
He said, we don't discipline our kids no more. We let the police and the street raise them.
I can agree with that.
The police don't raise them.
Nah, the police don't raise them. Mm-mm.
LaRuben said, man was born strong. This real talk.
Ain't no man born strong. You could take any man that's born, and you could take even a woman can take her foot and walk and step on his arm and break it. So you ain't born strong. So stop it, Ruben. I need to get you thinking. I need to get you thinking. You got to think deep. You got to think deep. So you sit on top of the water. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like a leaf that falls off a tree, but scared to go below the surface. That boy threw some
That what that was?
Go ahead with that.
LaRuben said the reason they doing push-ups so that the other inmates won't do push-ups on them.
There's people doing push-ups and people still doing push-ups. That ain't got nothing to do with they push-ups.
That's what be
It's,
at the gym
it's,
now. The
it's,
push-uppers,
it's people who like people pushing up on them
right?
that's doing push-ups. So nah, don't do that.
LaRuben said we must respect what God has given us. We must own everything where we stay. We must grow our own food and be self-dependent in every way.
Man, you know what? Stop it, Ruben.
Does he have a bank account? Do you have a bank
Now
account,
watch this.
LaRuben?
Watch this. Now do this. As Ruben do, he got a garden that he go out there and grow every day. Do
Are
he
you watering
If
your
I ever catch
vegetables?
you in a grocery store, Ruben, I'm gonna hit you with a brick.
No,
From
just throw a tomato
like
at
how
him.
you heard what he said. We must grow everything and grow our own food, be self dependent in every way. Okay. that mean, Ruben, you not self-dependent because you ain't even making your own cigarettes. You steady buying cigarettes and Black and Miles and beer. So won't you make your own wine and your own beer and your own cigarettes, Ruben? Won't you roll up some of that grass out there?
And put it in one of those
Right.
leaves.
Sitting up here talking about self-sufficient, and we and know he pay a water bill and a light bill. You ain't got no solar panels on your thing, and then stop it, man. Get you some solar panels. Get you a well. Since you Mister
Self
want to talk
dependent.
about
He Mr.
self-sufficient
Self
and,
dependent.
and grow your own food and all that good stuff. Show me a couple pictures of the barrels of water that you got saved up in your backyard that you grow your garden with. I wait. Okay, back to the show. All right. What's up, Rhonda? Up in his
Hello,
house.
Rhonda.
What up, Eric? In his house.
Mr. Eric said, right.
Yeah. And then I got to wonder what Ruben's saying yes about. What you think he's saying yes about? I know you might have caught that.
Maybe he's talking about his garden. You were asking if he
No,
was.
he wasn't. No. He ain't talking about no God.
I tried.
Look, I'm waiting for this long rebuttal. Come on with it, player.
I
Because until
tried.
you, I'm tired of. Let me tell you something. You know the worst thing. You know the worst thing is to hear this out of this gonna hurt. This gonna hurt. I sit back and the only reason I can't follow certain groups sometimes this and that because we sound like hypocrites. We sit here and we say, oh, we got to be self-sufficient or buy black, black. Oh, is Newport's black? Is Black and Miles black? Is Budweiser black? Y'all motherfuckers still drinking that shit. Y'all still smoking that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You still going to the toastum store, everything in there. And unless it got a boosted tater chip bag, other than that, everything up in there owned by a white man that you buying from. You buy his gas, you do everything. So I get mad, I get mad when I sit back and I watch people sit up there and say, "Oh, be self sufficient. Oh, do it, get off the grid." Man, you can't afford to get off the grid. You know what I'm saying? Most of these folks staying in the inner city in New York, them be the worst ones talking about it. In the middle of New York, ain't no farm nowhere. You ain't growing none of your own shit. If you is, it's the garden. The garden big as my desk I got in front of me. And you ain't back. And let me tell you something. If the only thing you growing is some cucumbers, some peppers, and some tomatoes, man, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Eric says, trying to make it hard out here in the jack. Y'all,
Yeah.
if you do it that way, it may be a little hard.
She said,
Kim said, what's the next subject, sir? Where does these children get the ideas of crimes they are committing?
hell, all they kid folks in jail. And they just doing what they Okay,
Oh,
okay. I'm saying, bruh, hold on. I'm saying, bruh, we must start thinking backwards. What does that mean? What
I'm
that
trying
mean?
to see.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to think
Well,
forward.
maybe he keeps saying that we need to go back into the old ways.
Yeah,
So maybe
but
that's
guess
what he
what?
meant. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I I tip that if that's what he's trying to say. But the first person that need to do that is the person that's saying that we need to go back to the old ways. See, I'm not sitting up here saying I need to go back to the old way. I like having a cell phone that I can call cross country without what's name. I like having a car that I can put some gas in and go across
And
country.
drive around, get
I
around fast.
like having a light bill. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having a light bill. Why I say that?
Slipped out.
I'm gonna get me some solar panels one of these days. But you understand what I'm saying?
I
You
get
know what
what you're
I'm saying?
saying. I
But
get what you're
but we must. What it is not going back in the old days. We must evolve a little bit, but still have some, some respect for ourselves. I think as we growing and how stuff get easier, we losing respect. Just like we losing respect for men that built the world. Sometimes, people shitting on, all these men, these electricians, plumbers out there. Every time you hear somebody, they want a dude making 100,000, what's name, and they don't even make 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's the average. The average black woman makes $36,000 in
Yep.
in America, and the same person would talk about, oh, I can't mess with no dude unless he making 50, 60, 70. Let me tell you something. It ain't a bunch of y'all women out there making real money. Y'all talking a good game, this and that. But you know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of people and by the time you make good money one year, hell, they might be replacing you the next year. And sometimes these jobs, we don't realize some of these jobs that we jumping in and out, they in and out jobs. When you get to chasing this money, sometimes when you don't stand your flagpole, that's why grandma and a lot of people took one job and stayed there a long time because they needed a constant paycheck. They couldn't just run up and just do whatever your heart's desire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People have to be stable and try to really stay somewhere. Let me tell you something. Everybody want to pick up and just run. I was talking to somebody the other day. Every time something happen, some what's name happen, everybody want to just pick up the pieces and just run. People got paid for houses out here in the country and the city and all that. And you know what they do? Oh, because they feel like they can go somewhere else and do better. You ain't never been there for one thing. And do you got to drive at 50 or whatever,
To
40, 50,
start back over.
start all the way back over? No house, no this, no that. And I'm looking at people and I done heard people tell me about how they were going, oh, I'm gonna get me this, I'm gonna get me a house, this and that. And here it is, 10, 15 years later. They still got the same old goddamn dream. They ain't did nothing to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
people got to realize a dream, a dream ain't nothing but a dream until you wake up and make it a reality.
Put it into action.
You uh, I tell people all the time, we always feel like we're gonna get so close that we're gonna be, that people got to realize the average person gonna live an average life.
Yeah.
Don't matter if you might want to feel special, and, all that old type of stuff. But until you hit the lotto or you invent a new seatbelt or something that gonna make you plenty of money, uh, you're gonna be right around here with us. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
And when you go to the next city, you're gonna be around people that look just like us. When you go to the next city, you're gonna go around people look like just like us. See, that's why people when they start dyeing their hair red and purple and green and this and that, then they think they're gonna go to another city and see somebody with see a whole city, just like them. You know what? Yeah, you're gonna go to the hood and see that. Cause when you go into nice neighborhoods and this and like that, see the higher up jobs and this and that. If you come in there with purple hair and things, and your name ain't Nicki Minaj, they're gonna run your ass back out the door.
Just like that.
That's just simple fact. We think we can do anything we want to. Listen, you can have green, red, purple hair if you were working at the grocery store, checking out people at the line. Okay, you go in one of these 500, these companies, these big old companies, and this and that. No, if you come up in there a certain kind of way, you gonna stay exactly where you at,
Yep.
and that's just real talk.
Kimberly said their environment, TV, movies, social media, music, and unfortunately at their schools.
Well, we basically saying everything. We forgot to say parents, because parents are the biggest influence too. Because see, some
But listen, you can't always just put everything on parents.
we got to put.
I don't think that
I'm not
parents
putting
make
everything on parents. I'm putting everything on everything around us.
okay.
Parents too. I'm just adding them in. That's how.
Okay, well, look, I'm just saying, like for instance, you have parents that rear their children that the best way they know how. Everybody don't know the perfect way to be a parent. So you instill certain morals as much as you can into these children. Then when they're older and stray away, you won't get on the news saying, my son will rob you, but he ain't gonna kill nobody. I remember somebody saying that on the news. I'm like, really? How would you say that and be okay that it came out your mouth?
I remember that too.
Oh, she said he'll
It
rob
was it
somebody,
was
but
up
he
there
ain't
at
gonna kill.
Family Dollar or something, wasn't it?
No, it was in Belhaven.
Okay, I
The guy
remember.
was taking his
I remember.
trash out,
No,
and he was,
I'm talking about that probably where it happened at, but I think they did the interview with the mom stayed over there by Capitol Street by Family Dollar around that way.
oh, I
Like
don't know.
that. Yeah. But all I'm saying is we got to realize it's hard enough just trying to raise some kids. And then
Mm-hmm.
it was tripping me out. I was I was looking at this comedian and said something. He said, "Don't you know, out of all the animals in the world, we the only animals that raise our damn children 18 years. Everybody else give them 3 years and get the hell out." It was just too funny just listening to it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
But I was just thinking about every animal except us. We the only people that raise our kids 18 years. And I can see why it's taxing on us. Because even back then, kids was grown at 14, 15.
Mm-hmm. They were getting married
13,
young.
yeah. 14, 15, they was already married.
Yep, my mother was married at 14.
See, people don't even understand that type of stuff. People always think, you know, stuff like we always they drastically changed this stuff now because you still got states that say 16 is a legal age. But back in the day, man, there were people getting married at 12, 13,
Yep.
14 years old.
Medgar, Martin, and Malcolm died for our rights, and our brothers and sisters won't vote. We're our biggest enemy, and hood talk, you know I'm right.
Okay.
In
Well,
some instances,
I'm gonna give a little pushback. Us voting, okay. Um, we have got places here and there, but voting as a whole, what has voting really have done for us as a whole? Instead of, because even when we took over our own inner cities, that's where all the killing going. We probably the mayor of every inner city around this country, and all of them at the highest crime rate of all the other counties. Was so we might have voted ourselves in and took some over, but all we did was make it fucked up.
mm,
We didn't better it. Name me one black city. There's a whole black city that's low on crime. I wait. And do that research, Ruben. Do that research. We can vote them in, but can we make that promise to our people that we're gonna lower the crime? We're gonna teach them how not to throw the trash all over the yard, party cars across the grass. Is we're gonna teach them that because guess what? People do in other neighborhoods now. They make sure when they build up neighborhoods now, they have a thing that tell you cannot park on the grass, you can't have barbecue. You know that's bad. They had to do it. Black folks like that in Jackson. In certain neighborhoods, they said you can't have barbecue. You
You
can't.
can't have it in your front yard. I know, like in Byram, you can't have no barbecue out in your front yard.
All right. So we don't even understand. They had to give us rules so black people would do better.
Rules over something that
And guess
you
what?
purchased.
And guess what? Black folks ain't the one that gave in us the rules. We started trying to break down all the rules and say, no rules this, no rules that. And our stuff steady going down. You know what I'm saying? Because I
But
hear,
that's
go, I was gonna say I hear them all the time. I bought this house. I do whatever I want to, and this and that. And most time, it ain't very good. A lot of people living ooh, I don't even know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think one thing is we need to we need to spread back out soon. We need, people need to get to the country. Some people need to get away from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got me thinking. Like, you know, do I need to be in a place? Even in the city, I'm sure they got little places that got a nice little bit of land that you can have some room.
hmm
Get up all on side of me, player. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, almost like some of these houses seem as if they're built so close. If you reached out your window, you can touch the other house. Almost like California houses. They so
Yeah,
close, you know.
yeah. You can't even look. Houses so close. If you drive your lawnmower on the side of the house, you already in somebody else's yard. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then they wonder why we fighting over every inch because you know everybody's so mad at everything. Everybody want to guard their little property. They don't want nobody in their yard. They don't want. But I understand. And then now I understand why older ladies sometimes guard their conditions, their living quarters. They don't want the kids running over in their yards, messing their yards up. There's a lot of stuff that we let go that we got to understand. Now I see why the old school take care of their stuff because when it came up, yeah, our mamas and daddies was taught to pick up paper and clean your room, and this we don't do that. We say, "Oh, I was did like this. I don't want my children." Man, you raising your children bad. Come on, oh,
Ruben said, so tell us, bro, what needs to happen in our community to make it better?
love for one thing. We need some love. We done lost all the love. We used to be the hospitality state or
I
something.
know. That's what you used to
I
hear.
don't know what counts. Now we the highest way. If you look at, listen, I remember people looked at each other, they waved, they smiled, they threw a thumbs up, they threw a
hmm
fist. You know what I'm saying? Now they throw bullets at each other just by looking at each other. What you looking at?
Look, have you ever like gone to the country area in summertime, ride out to the
Yeah,
country
yeah,
outside of Jackson?
yes,
Everybody, they don't even know you. They just wave.
yes,
They speak. You know, I
yes.
guess it's your environment. You know,
But you
you
know what? I'm gonna tell you another thing that happened because of the colleges. The colleges. See, we forget about this college influence on this thing. See, when you got these, the black colleges and these colleges, I've noticed just driving around when I see people running lights and riding fast and this and that, they got out of town tags. You know what I'm saying in my head? These folks from school, from Jackson State. A lot of these folks from the college, they ain't even from here. Some of these folks been here 3, 4 years, running lights, running everything, and then they know they finna go back to they town or whatever, this and that. I say, I say, I say, all out of town tags need to be watched.
They
Oh,
need to be watched.
need to be watched.
Well, you used to see out of state tags, and you probably think like maybe that's a rental or something like that. But you're right. A lot of people are in town or move for college sakes. So, hey.
Catch up.
Kim said, "Oh, video games. Grand Theft Auto needs to just shut down." I've never seen it. Well, I saw a little part, but it was enough that was so graphic, and little kids be playing this.
Yeah, they need to be shut down. Good is it?
Kim said, "Wrong, sister. Parents are the head. We having kids having babies."
Yep, and we all doing that. I had to admit that, even though I only had one child, I had to admit I was part of the problem because I didn't get married before I had a child, or didn't see it as, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think we all, you know, do the wrong thing here. What she said? You need to read that.
Kim said, "Okay, I don't know."
Go ahead.
She was saying something about our ancestors, but I wasn't getting it. She probably just typing too fast. LaRuben said, he said, "My thoughts exactly, bro. Do me a favor. Let's all vote. Stop selling drugs to our people. Black owned stores and grocery stores. Let's keep our money in our community. We must spend our money with our people. We are self dependent. Our people are the ones, most of them have higher stuff than they too high. You gotta go to the
Yeah.
other."
Can I tell you something, LaRue? See, and then I'm gonna do a pushback on you a little bit. And I know you're gonna love this because I listen to you. I listen to you. And a person would tell me to keep the money in the community and this and that. And I just heard LaRuben last week talking about all he ride is foreign cars. Buy American first, buddy. All right.
Where you at, LaRuben?
Good.
Cousin said, "Facts. Some of us have no decorum. They don't put a lot of business in poverty-stricken areas because some of us have no respect for businesses and run everything down.
Right.
Just like that, just like houses. Have you, okay, look, let me tell you. There was this one house, I've been watching it for a long time. I rode past that house and I saw some people moving in. And I was like, oh my goodness. I give it about a month. The yard was torn, cars were parked across it. There were cars out there like they were working on like not one car, but like a couple of cars. They working on the car. So you just tearing down the property. The house looks so different. The white that was there is like not even white like no more. So I don't understand it. I don't. I never
You
understood
say
that.
there's women doing wigs and Target now?
Have Have y'all seen the women doing wigs in Target? Really?
I didn't know nothing about
Black women or what?
it. Got to be.
That's not true.
I mean, doing.
You must not know. These Caucasian ladies are taking over the hair business. They selling wigs. They wearing extensions.
No, they ain't taking over.
Well,
They
they ain't gonna take over, but they getting in the business.
survive just like you.
Look, they know a lot of people
Look,
probably.
they ain't just trying to take jobs away from white folk. They trying to take jobs from everybody. They send out the. You gonna see robots making a wig soon.
But I hadn't seen that where Caucasian women were selling wigs, and I saw
Ah,
that. I was surprised. What's up, Chris? Mr. Harper in the house. He said, oh
Mr.
how
Hopper his house,
he
my favorite guy in these streets. Go ahead.
Oh, have I've missed my favorite two people in these YouTube streets. Good evening. Bottom line, the ladies need love and the men need respect.
Ha,
Damn. Now I agree with you, sir.
that part. That
Mm.
part. See, women run around here like they don't want no love no more. They be like, fuck love, fuck love, fuck love. Soon dude grab one of their hand, they gonna be like, huh, babe?
We we soften up did, don't we?
They be doing fuck love, fuck love, fuck love. And
In
then
love. I
soon
don't
as,
know no
soon,
relationship.
look, soon as Valentine's Day come around, so they be like, yeah, me and babe, we over here doing. I be like, oh, that's so sweet. She was just showing her pistols last week. Oh, okay.
Rhonda says sad but true.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah,
Um,
we going deep
the
today.
woman said, where me and Marcus from, sis, our neighborhood ain't seen the madness that's happening in Jackson, and we be Jackson. Y'all neighborhood go through the same thing. Every
He
neighborhood.
ain't
That's
got
one
no.
person move
He
in your
ain't got no
neighborhood.
neighborhood. He don't even stay in Jackson. He can't even vote in Jackson. Up here talking about Jackson. Won't you vote and change old? Okay, my bad. I don't do no snitching. That part. Come on with it.
Kim said, our ancestors taught other races how to separate animals from humans. Lighting cities and town, math, plumbing systems. Now it's like we don't care. I really feel like it's because they're not teaching in the schools. They're watering our history down or erasing it. All of our children know is that we were slaves. That's it.
Okay. Let me tell you this, Dan. Let me stop this right here. Let me stop this right here. All this is to me is excuses. All black people do these days is point to something else. The reason why we ain't raising our kids right. We the motherfuckers that's running around at the barbecues, playing cussing music, drinking with the kids out there, smoking, rolling in front of them. We don't give a fuck no more. I'm gonna get raw tonight. We
I
don't give a
see.
fuck. We don't give a fuck. So we gotta stop playing like we actually give a fuck. We sitting around this motherfucker smoking weed, drinking, getting high around our kids, playing the office music in the motherfucking world, and we think we gonna raise something good out of this. Come on, man. We
No,
raising
what's
it.
sad
We
is the
raising
kids
it
be knowing
exactly.
the same music. They
We
be
we
singing the
we
music.
raising the exact what we listen. We raising exactly what animals. That's what we the kind of music we listen to. Animal killing animal music, cause all they talk about on the song is shooting a nigga in the head, shooting a nigga in the what's name, fuck a nigga, fuck a hoe, all that, and we playing this shit all day, and we think our kids ain't gonna act like this. Come on, man, let's keep this shit real. Let's keep this shit real. We ain't raising children. We let these motherfuckers exist and raising their goddamn self. That's what's happening.
Mm. Well, I guess you said that. Kids needs consistent structure early, and that is so true. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Let me say, you told me it was a Mustang, bro.
Yeah, but you told me it was.
Huh?
He told me it was foreign cars though. Oh, okay. All right, but I just,
Kim, please make La Rubin a dashiki. Yeah.
I bet you, man. I bet you, LaRuben don't even. I bet you, LaRuben got on some Tommy Hill figure right now, talking about some black on. I bet you rocking Tommy Hill figure right now.
LaRue Kim says she gonna order you a dashiki. You want that, my brother? They got it coming for you. Just say yes. It's a black woman doing wigs, installs and Target. Oh wow. Oh, they have a salon. I
Oh,
haven't been to Target since.
yeah, yeah. They used to be the dog department. They turned that into the wig. No, okay.
Okay. You think they use the dog hair or some more hair?
It's all hair.
Loretta says, since we're lost, our people are lost. Why are sisters wearing wigs and God gave them hair? Because we don't know how to comb it. What you mean? Mom and them gone.
uh, Ruben,
Convenience. That's how a lot of things. Why do
lose
people
that. They
put food
told
in the
look,
microwave and
they
warm it?
yeah, because they want to die quick. Because they said microwave kill all anything that was good in your food. The microwave kill everything.
The
Well, it
same
ain't
way they put in
nothing.
the air fryer. Why? Because they want it done quicker. Easy access. That's what you do.
But the microwave have a certain, the
Yes,
value.
the radiation. They always said that when the microwaves came out. The women said the parents are the problem, and no, this is real talk. The problem to what? The crime that the children are committing?
I think I think we just can't blame it on private. We got to blame it on society. Cause see,
Yeah, because did you get spankings coming up?
parents ain't parents ain't influencing my child. It's your society. It's you letting society run wild. Women can beat up men and men can beat up women. I mean, all this old stuff because they see on the internet a couple women knocking some dudes, some drunk dudes out, and this and that. Have you ever seen a woman run up on a dude like The Rock and beat him up? You ain't seen this. You ain't seen this real stuff. You ain't seen it get real in the field. I was talking to dudes the other day, and I was saying, have you ever went in the gym and seen a woman had two plates on both sides of the thing, 245 plates, and benching on the bench? You ain't never seen this, but I bet you seen plenty of men up there at the front with two plates, three plates, four plates, bitching like they done lost their man. Yeah, you done seen, but you ain't never seen no woman. No, no. I'm talking about the rippest, the biggest.
But what if that take care? What if that take away our tatas if we start lifting weights? What if
They
our
ain't gonna
tatas
listen. It
disappear?
ain't gonna take away because y'all ain't listen. These women talk all that stuff, but
No,
guess
I'm
what?
saying won't lifting weights take away our tatas, make it hard. It won't be soft. So we need to stay at the gym lifting weights. Then stop. That was one of those things you just talked about, the excuses.
No,
Yeah.
they just cause see one thing about it, women bones are fragile than men. All that we got to see, we got to get real deep into a lot of stuff. We always, we jump around and we think that you know that everybody can do everything. And I say the same thing would go to a man. Every man can't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's women
Mm.
that can do stuff that men can do and this and that. But it's a common thing. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, it just it ain't the same. And we ain't gonna play like the same. Like even when they say hand strength between men and women, a man's hand strength is 5 to 10 times more than a woman's hand strength.
Yeah.
And
And
that
just to say, they come in bigger size. You put your hand against a man's hand, and I don't care his age, he's going to have a little more width and like it's longer, So,
I don't know.
as I said, she's having
Seen a
women's.
woman. I seen a woman hand the other night, and she had some pretty big hands. And I
Was
just
she swinging them?
um
This
I'll
man
leave that
called
alone.
these lady hands big hands.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Jill says she having women sitting on the furniture in Target doing wig installs. Oh wow. I wonder how they go. He said, bro, you preaching now. Give them the truth. Hood talk is good. Okay.
It'll be real talk.
This be a head start. Jill said, no, it's not a salon. It's just an example of how we have no decorum. I sent you all the video. I'll send you all the videos of it. Yeah, send me the videos. I want to see
We're gonna
what
mess
they
around and
think.
play it tomorrow.
Huh?
We're gonna we're gonna mess around and play some of it tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kim said it's called a sense of pride. My sons know they come from kings, queens, inventors, and scientists. They both have their associate's degrees. First is at Jackson State. They walk around with a sense of pride, knowing where they came from. But if you say so,
Well, but you know what? But that's a difference too. Like we say, you got parents that step up, raise their kids right. Everybody ain't raising their kids wrong. All
right.
I'm saying is we got to get out of this thing of saying pointing fingers and blaming it on the system when it's not all about the system.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It's about us. But listen, don't we got way more than we had during slavery days?
Of course. I agree.
How many was us in college then? Not damn. Couldn't even read a book. They'd be ready to hang us.
Mm-hmm.
We made money. We made money. We survived back then. And now
Mm-hmm.
you got all this pleasure and all this freedom, and now we making excuses. No, we didn't got lazy. We didn't got a sense of entitlement. We think sometimes we think just because we black or just because we come from kings and queens stuff that we ordinary should get it. That's that lazy man syndrome. And you know how we get this? Remember, remember that thing I sent you. You remember that thing about it said hard hard men create easier times and weak men strong men create easier times, which easier times create weaker men.
Mm-hmm.
Weaker men create harder times, which
Oh yeah, yeah.
harder times turn around and make stronger people again. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm. Like it's a system of repeating itself. So
saying?
you have to build your way towards any of it.
Right. And
Yeah.
we always sit up here and we were, oh, we come from kings and queens. No, 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 not everybody. Everybody ain't coming from no kings and queens. Kings and queens are bloodline. Even if you look at the kings and queens that was over there, everybody wasn't no king and the queen. So you ain't just
They
coming
were
from this
ancestors.
because
That's their cousin them.
even the kings and queen is a bloodline. That means that bloodline, kings and queen, kings and queen, kings and queen, kings and queen, and you on the outside of it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's their cousin.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
got you. I got you.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Everybody can't be royalty,
Oh no.
and we seeing it firsthand right now.
But you know, we see that, but that is the title that people of our culture are beginning to say, hey, you queens, hey, you kings. They're taking on this role that they are giving them a compliment. But if you know, you have to be able to wear that hat that fits you. The room said, tell my word African. Tell her, since I'll buy it gold, purple, and red are his colors. Said he bought some from Farris Street where Frank Melton was. Rest his soul.
Oh yeah, I bought some stuff for Frank Mother was too. It's right under the YMCA. Yep. And I actually bought they said that that's why I bought one of my what is that thing? Um it's the history thing. What's it Uh,
Hidden colors.
Hidden Colors, yeah. That's why I bought the Hidden Colors. I think number 5 or number 4. It was one I didn't have. I had the 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. They had a 5 or something like that.
I
And
remember when you used to give things out like that. Do
yeah,
you still
I
do
used
that?
no, I used to pass that. People don't nobody got no CD player number.
Oh, they were CDs or DVDs?
It was CD player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean DVDs. Ain't nobody got DVD players no more.
I know, right?
Yeah. So I used to give them out back then because it wasn't about the money. It was about me putting it out there where
Sharing
people,
the message.
yeah,
But
sharing
now
it.
you got to upgrade. Just put your stuff on share drives.
That sounds like money.
Well, just like you communicate through social media, right?
How much is share drive cost?
The same amount your Wi-Fi will cost, whatever you use for Wi-Fi.
What
I
is it?
didn't say a USB. I
Oh,
wasn't saying to connect it and give
oh,
out those.
okay,
Those run roughly about what,
okay.
$15 to
All right,
$30.
all right. Okay, I got you now.
Okay,
Ain't no way
it's
I'm
just
gonna.
like sending an email. That's all.
Mhm.
Aren't you the Apple
Cause
man?
you'll
Where
do,
y'all can what y'all can do? Drop
cause
it.
you can do all that. Now you drop it on here, they gonna they
No,
gonna,
no, I wasn't saying your
know what I'm
platform.
saying? You can get copyright easy
Yeah,
put it out.
I wasn't talking about on your show. I'm just saying
No, I ain't
generally
talking.
on your.
I wasn't talking about on the show. I'm talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still get copyrighted just by putting. You know how people, even if you film a little clip or something, if you put it up on your page or something, even if it's just a little short clip, they give you strikes for stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Women bones are men bones. God took our rib and made you. Okay, made her.
So they say.
Just
Okay.
as God didn't make me from a pork chop bone, I'm good. Flat and go easy way. Chris and Bella, you beautiful thing. I know, right? Thank you, sir. You just made me blush. Muscles ain't easy to build, so that I don't want to look like a man. Shit, it's just I just said it wasn't an excuse, Chris. I said it. He said, "Did I mention you so dang on? You trying to make my day?" But no, that's what I said. It was just an excuse. When I said, "Now it's gonna make us disappear, turn hard," and I was like, "Yeah, I was just tripping. I know it was an excuse." LaRuba said, "This real talk. I know some sisters that will destroy a man with her bare hands." He must
Okay.
be, you be getting beat up, LaRuba.
Listen,
Do we need to talk?
listen. Reuben, you don't, you don't, you don't know sisters that can destroy a real man. And like I said,
He said with the bare
Kim,
hand. He didn't say with the heart and conniving and stuff.
no, he
He
said
said
with his bare
physical.
hand. That means talking about fight.
Physical. He's
Hold
talking
on,
about
hold on,
physically
hold on.
fighting.
Kim Blige, the red lock goddess. You need to get with Reuben so y'all can set up this fight. I'm down. I'm down. I'm gonna come out of retirement to do this. If any of these women that can destroy men with their bare hands, I want to know about it. Let's go.
Okay, so tell me this. So we're getting together, Kim, right? Are we doing a arm wrestle thing? Or y'all gonna be boxing? That's what I want to know. Cause if you boxing, we selling big tickets.
I'm
We got to
telling you,
get our public relations together with Chelsea.
they ain't gonna box. Ain't no woman gonna
So
box.
you're arm wrestling. Lil Ruben, call these
Listen,
sisters.
they ain't gonna be.
We
Listen,
trying to raise some money for the
they ain't gonna
kids.
be. Look, if they want to box or arm wrestle, we can do it all. Just they got to sign the waiver. They got
That
to.
what they won't sue you.
I am not. I am not accountable for any of my actions.
Wait a minute, what you
If you
mean?
step in the ring, if you step in the ring with me, you got it right on there. It don't matter if I die. I'm not responsible if you
From
die.
arm wrestling, you can die
No,
from
I'm
that.
talking about fighting. If
Oh no, no, we
internet,
don't want no fighting because we don't want that to look like. Now we already know
well,
most men.
okay, what then? Let's do wrestling then.
No, no.
That ain't fighting.
Stick with the arm thing.
No, I'm
Just do
saying
that.
we can do arm wrestling, but I'm saying fighting. I mean, instead of fighting, we can do a wrestling version.
And
See,
pin them down. What if they can't breathe or something? We don't want no catastrophe. We just want to do it fun and to realize the strength. That's all. Let's stick with the
well,
arm.
pin them down. They're gonna do the 1, 2, 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. That's still like maybe cheating. The woman said, "No, bro, we got less since slavery days. We don't love each other no more." So he's saying that we lost the love since slavery.
No, he said we got less since slavery days.
That's what he's saying. He
Yeah,
said the
I
less is the
believe.
love. Yeah.
No, I think we got no, we got less. Period. We don't even have as much as we had during slavery days. That's what makes it so bad. That the type of businesses we had, more black-owned businesses. It was all this stuff because
What was it? The Black Wall Street?
yeah,
Remember, hateration made them destroy that whole area.
all these haters. Go ahead.
Mhm. Kim says some people are enslaved in their minds. I know, my sons know. We don't have the complexion for the protection. What that mean?
I guess you're saying they bright skin or something. I don't know.
No, I'm saying what protection? I don't get it. Like, I mean, the skin color.
Oh,
I mean, I would
they
probably have it
said,
hard because the darker your skin, you'll have. See, Kim kind of close to the other people color, so maybe she get a little pass. Maybe is that what Red Lock got?
what little room say?
Lumen said, God told me to tell you, bro, we twins, but you must tell the hood the truth. He told me you in his voice, use his voice and stand on the truth.
Okay. I don't know we twins, but we
Y'all twins.
hold on, what he get?
He said, you're always quiet, but you never tell our sisters your thoughts.
Mm.
I do. Kim said, we can do the arm wrestling contest. I don't hang out with women that can hurt a man with her bare hand. They're too busy trying to look fabulous. Can't do that fighting. I know, right? I want to see who's this woman that can tear a man down with her bare hand. First, you can see how she looks.
Look at my sister.
Marcus gonna intentionally try to take this woman out, whoever she be. Please stick to That's what I'm saying. Chelsea, that's why he was saying wrestling, and he was like, "Oh, I was just holding it there. Who knew she was gonna start breathing? No, we are not doing it. We sticking with the arm. You can break her arm. He already put the breaking of the arm in the clause, so he going hard." Chelsea said, "Now the Ruben." Sis, I know a lot of sisters that are 10 times worth worse than a man.
No,
And
worth.
my, he's saying worse or worth.
Worth.
Worst.
He didn't say worse, he said worth.
But I think that's what he meant. Okay, 10 times worse than a man, and they be my sisters. No, this is a woman destroyed man, and 9 times out of 10, a woman be a man destruction.
He talking about Medusa. Okay. Big Sam don't want none of me, man. You better stop it, man. Better stop it.
That's a girl.
Yeah, I'm the biggest, baddest person around here now.
But why they call her big? She a big fighter or she big in size? She
I
real
mean,
tall?
listen, that's back when we was at high
I
school.
know who you can't beat, Big Shirley
We was Big Shirley.
from Martin.
Look, Big Fan is my Facebook friend too. So Big Fan
Don't
don't
be calling her out. Well,
want
she gonna show up for the arm wrestle.
no. Big Sam can't arm wrestle. All Big Sam can do now is arm wrestle or beer. She
You
don't want,
even ask
she
Big
don't want
Sam
none,
if she down
don't
and
want none,
let us know.
don't none of these folk want to eat trouble.
Get with the
He
public
just
relations,
he
Chelsea. She
and
said
this
she
man
can take
still
care of
back. This man still back in high school. This man back 30.
it. She
This man,
probably
this
bullied
man
me.
talking about these folks 30 years ago. These folks old. Man, Big Sam older than me, man. Man, you need to stop it, man.
She's older than you.
Yeah.
Um,
She probably about a year or two, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, y'all in y'all 50s, right?
I'm 50. Yeah.
You in your 50 year. Black China is the only one I know. She passed away. What?
Like,
Oh, that was somebody else, not the celebrity Black China, right?
mm.
Is it a Black China?
He said with the name like Big saying, I don't want to be nowhere near. Uh, what?
The
I,
extravaganza. Go
Big,
ahead.
Big saying she a big old teddy bear. She ain't gonna do nothing no more.
Oh, so she used to be rough. Give it to her.
Oh, she was rough.
She used to beat up
Oh,
everybody.
she was rough. She almost tried me one time. I I I, I stayed with, but see, I was smaller then. Big
And
Sam
what
was
she
like,
do?
Big Sam was up there.
Did she win? Tell
Nah,
the truth.
nah. I look
No,
fake.
no, no, don't eat, no.
Okay,
Did
what?
she win back then?
We didn't fight.
Did she get you? Oh, you didn't fight
No.
her. Oh,
She, man, I understand what he was saying way back when. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like she was kind of crazy, but you know what I'm saying? But she a big old teddy bear.
You know, you know. Let me think. What's the movie? Friday. Remember the girl that wanted to get with Ice Cube, the baby mama
Yeah.
cousin?
Yeah,
So she was
she
like,
was worse than something like that. She was worse
uh,
than something like that back in the day. But nah, she wouldn't do nah. She ain't hurting no fly right now. I see her all the time. She over there in Verndition all day, every day. She ain't gonna do that. She ain't gonna do
Lubin says she says she be undisputed. Okay.
that. She probably is from back then, but I don't think
She
she.
probably don't do all that no more. She probably around here loving and stuff. She ain't doing nothing else no more.
I don't know about them. I don't know about them. She still got a little mentality now. She probably one of the few that still got a little mentality, but she ain't like that no more. Yeah.
Don't make us call Big San on you.
Oh, the wrestler channel.
Um,
Oh, okay, I remember. She did that on them steroids. See, y'all keep on naming all these women on steroids.
that was her name on Wrestling Black China. Let me see
Yeah,
what she looked like. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I
She,
never watched wrestling.
white girl with some dark color hair and with a lot of muscle, look like a man.
Let me see.
And you got her.
Let me see who she be
Yeah, she ain't nobody.
in the Ruben voice. Let me see who she
Tip
be,
said she is
bro.
laughing so hard at that name,
Huh?
at the name. Big Sam.
Oh,
He said, "You telling the truth now?" Just ask him, has Big Sam ever whooped a man? Yeah, Big Sam that whooped a man. Yeah, but she jumped on a lot of them. Now, you wasn't allowed to fight women back then.
oh, okay.
People don't even understand that, Ruben. See, just imagine a girl jumping at you and you don't supposed to be fighting the girl, so you ain't trying to fight her, and then she ultra aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't care nothing about getting suspended or nothing like that.
Really?
Ain't nobody trying to get suspended.
Hmm. I wonder what she ended up doing for a
I like
living.
my perfect attendance.
You had a perfect attendant.
I ain't play all that. My mama didn't play that suspended stuff.
So you weren't one of those that wanted to shoot hooky.
Got hands, sis. Yeah, she had some hands back then, but still.
Lil Ruben, I want to know, has she got you? He keep talking about it. He must have felt her glory. She beat you up, Lil Ruben.
Man, why this man Ruben, do you ever talk about anything that happened in the 2000s? The man talking about in the 80s, man. That girl ain't fought nobody since the 80s, man. This man in the 80s.
Well, hey, some people live their life on things like that.
Matter of fact, this last time I remember her fighting somebody, I think that was 1988.
Oh, wow.
This man that went all the way back to 1988. Cause she might have been fighting somebody after that, but it wasn't in school no more because she was gone. They threw her out. She was gone.
Really?
If somebody up there fighting people here, she was on the bus terrorizing folks, just standing over folks and all that, man. I'm talking about she'll
So
be
she was kind
standing
of
up.
like a bully?
Yeah, she was a bully.
Shout out to Big Sin. I
Yeah,
hope
stand
you
up in the middle
graduated
of the
from bully
house and
school.
tag her. I should have tagged up in this thing.
Nah, don't be scared. Tag her.
I ain't scared. Ruben can tag him. What is saying? I wish I knew her. I wish I knew her.
I wondered does she call herself Big Sin now?
Yeah,
Oh, she still does.
yeah. She ain't changed.
Shout out to Big Sin, the girl that bullied Mr. Know It All
Lie.
and Lil Ruben.
She was just a bully. That's all. Ain't nobody bullied me.
Ric Flair's daughter may be close, but it's entertainment, not real. Oh, she's talking about the China girl. Yeah, I just looked at her. She got a manly top and neck and stuff like that. I've seen her before. I didn't.
That's where it's,
He about to find it. Then he gonna be trying to be nice to her. Don't
I
don't
got a I got a page right here. I'm gonna send her a message.
send her a message. Tell her we trying to see if she want to show up for the arm wrestle party. We gotta pick up a park in the city. So Chelsea, you got that right. Big Sin and Mr. Know It All going down. Uh, who was said? She's real, sis.
And
This real.
I'm just gonna put this in the what's name. Anybody else can tag her. I'm just gonna put it in the link.
Okay.
That's her. Oh damn! I thought I had a touch screen for me.
He says there should be real. This real talk. She's my sister. What I'm saying,
That's
sis, reputation as a woman is our reputation as a brother. Oh, she had it like man.
nah. I don't never feel like I feel like she had a reputation, but I think she real men didn't want to fight her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like men didn't want to fight her, didn't want to hurt her. You know, you don't want to just hurt nobody no way. She was still a woman. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like we men didn't didn't pick, you know, didn't try to pick a fight with women back in the day. But she was the type of person that picked the fight with a lot of dudes, with everybody. The teachers, nobody was safe. She walked around just like what's her name? He said he lying. She bought none. That's why I said. I just said wasn't nobody safe. I didn't. I said teachers, everybody else. She was. Let me tell you something. Imagine a woman back then, 6'3", probably 6'3", 6'4", and walking around here. And she big and just running around here. Yeah, yeah, me, yeah, 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 yeah. Man, okay, all right. You can tag a player. I put the name on there. You see the name up there. You can tag her, Ruben. If you think she's that damn bad, put her on here and ask her, do she want some of this chicken pot pie?
I'll be playing with saying.
I arm wrestle her too. Oh, what she wanna do? What she wanna do?
Chelsea, I'm with you. She said we blame Big Sam for
I
this
believe.
madness we experiencing today with Mr. Know-It-All.
Listen, and look what he did. Now look at the next. He said she the woman Debo, and I believe you. But guess what? That was 30 years ago. Now the real Debo done came out, and his name is Big Boy. And she don't want none of these Cool J cookies. Tag on here, Ruben. You know how to tag. Uh,
Tag your sister. You said she your sister. Tag her.
yeah, tag her in here. Yeah, Ruben, tag her. Tag her in here. Mr. Big Bad. Yeah, yeah. We got Kim on here. And we got Chelsea, got her booster cables on. We ready. We ready. She
And
wants
Kim got the jump start. She got the power
she
cord. Chelsea
wants
got the
somebody
cable.
to try her brother. Go ahead, player. Bring it on. Send these Cool J cookies this way. Man.
I want to know what Rhonda got. Rhonda got any part in this? Rhonda said, "No, I'm just eating the popcorn and
Hey,
watching
sis,
with
sis,
me."
sis. You say, sis. You say, sis. Hey, I got you. I got you. You say, sis.
Chelsea said, "Don't
You
put me
say,
in it now."
you say.
she said, "I love you, but
Man,
I'm
I'm gonna mess around. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna mess around and invite her to you. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Y'all gonna make me. Y'all gonna make me what's name. Hold on. Let me see if I can catch him. Let me see. Pow. Man, that was silly. I even sent her a request if she want to get on the show.
Oh wow.
No.
Don't be trying to be nice and saying because you scared.
they
She
they
gonna
do
take you down.
they do
I
not.
bet you will bring every muscle from your toe that she would not win.
They ain't got no
So
chance.
you gonna be shaking, just bring from your toe.
Look
Bam.
at Angie. Let me see. Angie ain't watching. Let me see. Let's see. Angie ain't watching. See, even Big Angie. Big Angie, bigger than saying.
A big Angie and a big Sam.
Big no, Big Angie that be on the show. You remember and remember I was saying that I body slam her before.
Oh
Remember?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. She bigger than Big Saying.
Well, the size has nothing to do with it. If we're talking about their strength, like he was saying, like she was like the Debo that she can take on people. So Angie
She
did
was
too.
big.
But
She
Sam was
was bigger than everybody. She was bigger than
she
everybody.
is tall.
All of us was like 5'4". She was 6'3". You know how the girls grow up faster than everybody else. See, all of us about 5'4", 5'3". She was already 6'3". See, she stayed there, and all
Well,
of us
she
saw her.
probably just had to go knock y'all out because y'all were probably poking fun because she was so tall.
Man, look at him now.
And I would have popped all y'all
Look at him
talking to
now.
me
Look
too,
at
huh?
him talking
What
there.
you say?
Now, real Debos don't retire, player.
He said she's retired since like me and Marcus. You
I ain't
retired?
retired. I ain't saying nobody retired. Come on with it. How I'm retired?
Yeah,
Don't talk
but
about come on
he
with it.
said
That
he
don't
said
even sound right. That don't even sound right. The only thing I'm retired to put my foot so far up in somebody was, man, because I got a bad knee.
we gonna get stuck. Ah, oh no. He said, but back in her day, no man disrespected
Back in her day, we talking about the
her
80s
or the
again.
flower
Why this
and
man?
his brothers got
Why this
killed.
man still in the 80s? Why this man still
Because
in
he
the
was saying she was a rose or a flower.
why Ruben don't never come to modern day times?
Well, that's
Why?
your brother.
Why?
That's your twin. You
Why?
be twins. You
He
be
he
twins.
he twin from Back to the Future.
You be
He
twins.
in a time machine. Every time he get on my show, he jump in a time machine and go back. I say, where you going back? He said, way back. What? Hey, 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 hey. Wow, wow, West. Wow, wow, West. I used to rule downtown, 129th Street parties. We don't, we. see,
Okay.
see, Ruben gonna start talking about some da ha.
Silly man.
Maybe going too far back, man. He gotta stay up into the times, man.
The rumor said he gonna forever be back there too. I don't know what you talking about.
Doing what?
Talking about, don't you hear him? He said, I'm from North. No, you from where he ran to? Where
Man,
did Ruben
yeah,
run
where you
away
run
to?
to? Where you run to, Mr.
Where was
Man?
that?
Up here, because he trying to call out a zip code because you know a zip code. What's your zip code now, player? Up here. And don't be talking about where you sleep at every night. Nah, don't talk about where you own some houses at. Where your zip code at, player? Where you sleep at
Tell us
every
where
night?
you at. Where you
Yeah.
hiding?
No, just tell us your zip code. I don't need to know where you're hiding. That's where they call a hiding spot. Oh, we're talking about, well, that's bad. He had to go back. He had to challenge me with somebody, uh, uh, with an old character. And that's just like you trying to put Superwoman against Incredible Hulk or something. These are two different times these folks lived in.
And that's what you gonna say.
No, I gave him props that when in 19 I ain't gonna even say 88 because I grew up a little bit in 88. I say in 1986 to 1988 she probably was terrorizing folks,
Mm.
but she not terrorizing nobody now. She's a nice one. And Ruben probably ain't even seen her in 30 years talking all that mess like he saw her yesterday or something. He needs to stop. Ruben, you ain't seen nobody. You ain't seen nobody, Ruben. Yeah. What the next subject you got, man? Come on. I'm tripping.
Like we were talking about the subject. Do we need to go back and refine the subject, or do you still remember? We were talking about the toxic people, right? So it's like, does the person be self-centered, more
Mm.
about their needs or feelings? So even when it comes to children, so many people want and know what they need or what they want and not even thinking about the children. You think that can be toxic? Ruben says, she be my sister. Sis, why am I saying my sister ain't going to let a man beat her? Her name, Big Sand. Well, she don't have to let, but I don't think no man is gonna let a woman beat him. That's gonna be called I'm gonna get you sucker type of thing. So I know whatever man tries, he's gonna try with every mean being in his soul. I know if it's this man right here, you're gonna do it hard, and it's not like you're gonna have to break a clause.
So you still think Big said, and then he done already retired her. How you figure she retired? If she retired, that means she didn't longer than see the great ones as over time. Like what else said about what's that other one? Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, the people that last over time. You know what I'm saying? So you got a one hit wonder. See, saying is what you call a one hit wonder. She had her time back in the day, and this and that. But that's uh kids in school trying not to be suspended, and she didn't care. So that's a whole different when you got a group running around here talking about anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And everybody trying to stay in school and all that old type of stuff. So it just what he's saying, it just don't make no sense
It don't
because
make no sense.
it don't make no
Like
sense.
none.
It don't make no
No,
sense.
it don't make no sense. Okay.
Cause she still talk crazy now.
She
Just
still what?
she probably still talk crazy now.
Lil Ruby probably had a
Look,
taste of it.
I know her thing. She got weighed out, uncontrollable Libra nation. She a uncontrollable Libra. Ah, that part.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Who is
got
your
one more before we move on out of here and close this door. The most common toxic behavior of a parent is to criticize their children, express self wishes like they try to live their lives through their children, complain about the difficulties of raising a child. I had to work 6 jobs to take care of you. I had to do all of these things and trick off to take care of you, and then make unhealthy comparisons and hurtful statements. Oh, you just like your stupid dad. I hear that so much. You just like your stupid dad. So the child is working trying not to be like their dad when they probably should take up on their dad's habits or ropes or whatever.
hey for all y'all cowboy fans, I see they finally got rid of their running back Ezekiel. You hear me?
That's not me. You're not talking to me. Black and gold, black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Next time.
He said, "Who made a child? Who made the child? Whoever made the child, hold up. What? You know what?
Blame
Some
it
sometimes I
on.
wish before these folks hit sin, they just look over whatever they read and things. I tell my partner that all the time.
Wait
And
a minute. Where you putting your hands on?
he be talking and he be. You know how people do the speaking Texas and they speaking all the words and things, and I'd be like, then when he hit send, and I'd be looking at the message, I'd be like, what in the world is this man trying to say? Obviously, he didn't reread over what he said down. And I think LaRuben, Red Lock Goddess, some of y'all need to start reading over y'all stuff before you press send. That part.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you in advance. They be talking into the phone, telling the phone to say this and that.
Yeah. Say this. Say that. Okay. So deal.
Uh-huh.
Get it off. Okay. Yeah, what it is. Couple of days it'll come
Oh my goodness.
out.
Yeah, so wrong with you.
It is what it is. Um,
Are you waiting for Big Sam to show up?
Saying in there cooking. I was looking at some of her stuff on Facebook. She
Oh, okay.
cooking now. She a big softy now.
Everybody need love. Didn't you just say that today? That's what we're missing, love.
Come
We
on,
all
with
need
Chris.
it. Chris says stuff like that negative, degrading, disrespectful talk directed at your kids only come from the outrageously ignorant, but increasingly more common parents.
Mm,
How you say, bing, the nail on the head?
yeah.
That is so true.
We had to we had to do a better job. I think all of us been slipping and slacking and stuff with
No, but when I was just saying, you know how parents they criticize their children. I have a person I hear them all the time tell their son, "You're so stupid. Sit your fat self. Allow him to eat like this. Sit your fat. You stupid, stupid this." And the other thing the kids say, "I love you." I can't stand that. Don't say that. So you're really tearing this kid down. Then you have these self wishes that you promote yourself through these kids that you had to try and put on this persona of life that you feel like you missed out on. So you're living your life through expressing your self wishes through your children. So that's one rule or groundbreaking where you are becoming friends, because you're trying to live your life through them. If they're not catching on to the homework and you're like, oh, you can't get it, how you don't understand this, you don't really know, like your capability of your children if they just can't comprehend. But we have to be mindful. I had to be mindful. I know until my son was at least 12, I used to like verbally abuse him, and I didn't even realize that I was even doing that. I read a book one time and he was telling me and calling me out like real hard. So I had to go and just have a talk with my kid and just explain to him and tell him how I apologize for saying those type of things to him. But my mind was, by saying these things, it will make him do better. But it probably wasn't doing it, probably tearing them down. But hey, things are better now.
a lot of times we don't see what we're doing in the moment. Sometimes you have to step back and it'll kind of come to you if you sit back and like I told people, that's the same thing what COVID did to a lot of us. A lot of us step back and we start seeing the injustice. We seen stuff going down and we reading in the news and man, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So it took a lot to really wake people up. People had to sit back and have time because people didn't have time. Just like now, everybody back moving, everybody running 1,000 mile per hour. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You ain't got time to do all the stuff you had because you steady trying to go out here chase this money and do other type of things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You don't have time like they used to. What else? What else? What?
You clicking on any of that?
What? Go ahead. Do whatever you want to do.
The river said, God saved us. We are already dead. The only reason we still here is to do God's teaching. So he need the dead people to do his teaching. Okay. River said, my sister, keep your legs crossed. I cross my legs often, but is that what you mean? Or you talking about keep it out, extra stuff? Okay, I got you. The river said, if a child is born, whose fault is it? Nobody. It's a good thing. Children being born,
Blessing. It's a blessing.
it's a blessing.
Right.
There have been so many flushed down the toilet and put in the sewage, but it's a blessing when you bear a child. Now that I'm older, I wish I would have had a lot of children.
Mm.
But then I think about them like I thank God I did. I love kids, I do, but maybe I love other people's children that I can
Right.
see. Huh?
Sometimes I look around and see this peace in the house, and I'll be like,
You want some noise?
but then I think about it. I would have been old enough to have them all at the house by now, so it would have worked out.
But listen, men can have children for as long as they can produce those little things.
Mm.
So we have cutoff time.
Man, act like you the only person finna get out this thing. We finna get out this thing too. Your bad. Okay. Go ahead. Read,
He
Chris.
said, I never called my baby stupid, but I made them tell me how stupid they were being when I fucked up. They were mad to recognize and acknowledge their actions and thought process. Yeah, I've even been there myself. Even now, it wasn't like a parent telling me, but I've had somebody like, "No, you did this and you did what, and why you do that again?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't even know. I feel like a kid." Kim said, "Good night, y'all. I have an early morning. Good show." Okay, Kim. She stayed through. Kim, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. The Ruby said, I want my 4 daughters, but some have sex unprotected and they won't get pregnant. No, this abortion is murder, and my sister stopped blaming men. For abortion, if they pay for it, everybody to blame. Got anything to say on that? Chris said they like, ooh, that was stupid. Like, yup, why? They elaborate, learn, and move on. Okay. Just so you didn't insult them with it. The room said, my sister God's watching. You got the whole world innocent. You got the whole world innocent. You got the whole world. All right, well, that's all I have, Mr. Know It All.
Yeah.
But hey, people, before we go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But we will see you guys on tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, with the first subject. You did that, brothers?
You said what? What'd you say?
Yeah. We will see you guys on tomorrow night with the subject: Does body count matters in 2023? And is your city too small for you?
Hmm.
Mm. But what if you went outside the city and you were in the county, in the country? So what? Do your body counts go there too, or they just stay in the city?
You still in the same county.
No, you're not. You're in different counties.
Oh, you saying that you just moved to another county?
Yeah, if I move to another county, what if your
If you
body's
go to
there too
Jackson
and then
County,
then do that count?
if you go to Jackson County, we ain't gonna know.
Jackson County. What you mean? You wouldn't
It's
know.
country.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if your body count be up there, they everywhere. Everybody. You can have body counts in any. What is the county of Itabena? Is that Leak?
Uh, oh no.
Okay.
Let's see. What county it? What county is Inabena, Mississippi? LaFleur?
Oh, LaFleur County. Okay, okay. That's where my auntie living in Greenwood, Mississippi. She's LaFleur County.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, that's it. Good night, everybody. We'll see you guys on tomorrow. Chris, it was good to see you. Say enjoy, y'all. Good night. Great show as always.
Good show, Chris.
Look, Ruben said, "You understand my mission, bro. Represent and be our brother's keeper." That's his
Am
plan.
I your brother's keeper? Yes, I am. I never like that. Okay, my bad. All right. Let's do it. Take us up out of this thing.
All right. Well, we're gone. You guys have a good night.
That's
Good
all
night,
you gonna say.
everybody.
We're gone.
We gone. See you tomorrow. What I need to do? I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All right then.
Look, hold
Please,
on.
please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
We'll try it again tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
All right.
Good night.
Peace.